So, to summarize all the crap Logan forgot to give you because he forgot to hit the start broadcast button.
Oops.
Because I've only been doing this for like 500 hours of recordings now. Right. They woke up here and they've been experimenting with stuff and they watched a bunch of stories on the news that I feel stupid for not giving you. But at least I noticed it now. So, anyway, right. So, you see either the exterior hallway, which has a lot of different doors and stuff, and yours has got a big number on it, like 53. And it goes to a hallway, and you're going to guess, well, she's going to guess an elevator. Yeah, they had elevators in the 20s. They were fucking rare as shit. But yeah, maybe you'll know it's an elevator too. But in the garage, it appears that you've got some sort of flying car that's here and a garage door that you can open and stuff. You're thinking that things can't possibly go wrong with either of you behind the wheel of the flying car.
Totally driving that.
Glenn, we would have to go faster than 10 miles.
Hey, I'm a pilot. Planes go faster than 10 miles.
It shows a biplane controlling the car. Where's the ailerons? Where's the ailerons? Oh yeah, nothing could go wrong here. As they prepare to find out what the death penalties are in the campaign. It is super long way down though, like long way down.
Yeah. So one door was just to the garage that only has the one vehicle in it?
Correct. And it has like a garage door that can go up, which presumably goes to the outside. You haven't opened the garage door yet, so that you can get that massive rush of vertigo and go, or at least I do. Or you can wander down the hallway and go to the elevator there. So you have two signs. One says safety, the other says death. Which would you like to go for? He's looking at the death one and going,
yeah. Grab a poncho and a gas mask.
Good. Take a card for being the first to do that.
I likewise, Bill.
Excellent.
Well, do we knock on some neighbors' doors or do we fly into the unknown, Glenn? I see which way you're leaning.
I just gotta drive that thing. Maybe I'll test drive it by myself.
So, do you want to stand in the garage while he goes off to die, and then if he comes back, then, you'll be all applauding, or how do you guys want to try this?
Oh, I'll hop in too.
All right. You both get into the death car. Right. You see something that looks suspiciously like garage door opener that he doesn't know what it is. By the way, Glenn, none of these controls are remotely fucking familiar. It appears to be a lot of computerized stuff. A lot of buttons aren't labeled, or it looks like they were labeled at one time in the plastic that like somebody stuck on to label it. It peeled off and fallen off and nobody cared to replace it. And it doesn't have like the right pedals and stuff like totally weird shit. Yeah. You're not even sure what this thing runs on. Yeah.
How are you feeling, Glenn?
It's got like computers and shit. You're just like,
well,
how do I turn it on?
I've got a special card. I'm feeling lucky.
All right, good.
You might want to wait here.
Do you want to have her open the garage door first, or just bash on through that little annoying thing and see what happens?
Open the gate.
All right. I brace myself for however high we are
Oh, it's got a 6-point harness in here that you can put on. It's great.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
He's not used to seat belts and shit like that. They didn't even have those in the fucking planes. They were for pussies. Do you want to buckle up too there, Glenn, or just see what happens?
I'll do the harness.
All right. Hey, it looks like the steering wheel does all kinds of weird movements and shit. Plus, it does this just in addition to all the other stuff, and it can. You say.
Really good at driving a car. Good at flying a plane. I think I got this.
Yeah.
But
if you understood the controls, I would maybe.
Dana, you really might want to wait here.
The garage door opens up. As soon as he figures out how to start this thing, he'll catapult you guys out and see what happens. He's looking at the different buttons and shit. And give me a computer use roll to start this thing. It is mostly powered by computers and things that make no sense.
All right. Last chance to get out.
All right, if you're telling me to get out, I'll get out.
I was going to say, a party that stays together can die horribly together in a fiery crash. I'm good with that.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do up here, like wave at you as you descend into pea soup.
I mean, if I don't die, I'll circle around and pick you up.
Landing in here also sounds like an interesting thing.
The garage is about almost exactly the same size as the car, so it'll be a tricky thing to swing around and get, unless by that he means, because the doors open up, so if he's planning on opening one up so that you can try to jump out of the garage and somehow grab hold of the vehicle, that's more possible there.
I don't know, Glenn. I feel like our fates are intertwined.
Fumble computer use.
No problem. The whole car goes dark. He goes, yeah. We just need to get it a good push, maybe out of the garage, and then it'll start up on the way down.
It's out of gas.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, Glenn. Let's go find a tutorial somewhere. Yeah, let's go find somebody's not broken laptop.
Give me a spot hidden roll there, passenger seat lady, because he's trying to figure out he's kind of half-heartedly hitting some of the buttons, wondering why shit's not working, or even you found owner's manual. It looks as though certain pages have been torn out and used for other things, and part of it seems to be in a foreign language. But other than that, this is helpful, you hope. So, right, Sheila, go ahead and give me a computer use roll as you are reading the parts of this that make any sense and are there.
I made it.
The car turns on after you have to push like 4.5 buttons, one of them, and then twist some knob thing for some reason. The car is now on, and it kind of is hovering where it is.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah. You notice that it seems to be able to go side to side too, which is not in your airplane training guide thing at all.
I would like to see if I can figure out that language.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a linguistics roll to know which language it is. Otherwise, do you know any Far Eastern languages?
I have Hebrew.
Unfortunately, it's not Hebrew.
Yeah.
I'll look over her shoulder. I've got some points in Hindi.
Nope, not Hindi either.
And that's not going to make the linguistics.
All right. One of those Far Eastern languages you're thinking could be Chinese, could be something else. You're just not sure. even figuring out Chinese is difficult because they have the simplified and they have the old style and they have two different things there. So, yeah.
All right.
Well, wait, you've got that other
book.
language at learning. Give me a learn roll to just start reading the strange language that it is. You may pick up a new language. I forgot about that.
Okay, so a new roll for
learn. Holy Christ! You pick up Korean.
I made it at under half.
You pick up Korean and be sure to take a check in Korean and a check in learn, because for some reason you just know Korean. So she starts reading it out loud in Korean, which makes no sense to Glenn as she sits there and looks at her. She's like, Hamun ya, hamun da soda ya. And you're like, mm-hmm. So, yeah, good deal.
I think she's possessed.
Dual set.
She might be possessed, yes.
That's a side issue, Glenn.
Oh.
If I'm possessed or not.
So, Glenn, if you'd like to take off in this, I'm going to need a flying car roll. Good luck. I'll get you a check in learning.
Okay.
You guys are both right in. I'll give. You can support with you can use your airplane flying to support your flying car, but as I've said, it's very different controls, very different feel. No propellers that you're used to. None of that crap. Plus, you have not just forward as an option. You have many options with this. You have back and down, up and right, etc. So, but you can support your flying car with your aircraft roll.
Okay. Can I also support with my drive car?
Not really. It doesn't really translate at all. Unfortunately, most of the people who tried these died horribly. And so you've got the best of what's left for drivers.
Got any skill pluses?
I was going to say that I have an assistant +5 that I can play.
I'd wait for the flying car roll for that one.
Okay.
And then I also have, if you wanted to trade, a skill +5 for you to use if we can stack like that.
Yeah, totally. That's a really good idea. Good card play, too.
I've got a reroll and an escape.
Well, maybe you keep the reroll. I'm just stuck.
I was trying to tell you.
Yay! Well, she can always grab the controls from the passenger side and try to fly it if you suddenly leave it, which is just a really evil thing to do.
I start stretching, getting ready for some acrobatic moves. Just in case.
Glenn, go ahead and give me your airplane roll to support. It's a good way to get checking your aircraft skill. Is that fumble?
No.
Good. All right. So you don't give yourself any bonuses. And then if she's traded you the skill +5 card and then she plays the skill +5 card, then your flying car roll will be at a massive +10.
Okay.
So far, there's only one player who's actually good at flying car, and he trashed many cars to get there.
Glenn, I don't like your laugh right now.
That's the laugh of confidence.
Okay. Trading?
Yes. And then I slapped the assistant +5 down.
Okay. Here's the skill 5.
Look at how spry Matt is now.
So I'll be at learn +10.
Hooray!
Oh boy.
You can do it. I don't recommend rolling.
Yes!
You made it?
I made it.
Oh my God. Thank God you've got a great learning. He pulls right out. You're telling him things from the instruction manual, and he's like, yeah. And he pulls out and he merges into traffic, which is thick. Great. Well done. There's also a computer that can tell you where to go if you're being attacked, and it can also launch countermeasures and stuff like that. Oh yeah, there's a bullet hole in the fucking side of the car that you're now noticing, because concentrating on anything except where he's driving and flying around, is better.
Does the car have a mounted machine gun?
No, it doesn't seem to have any weapons.
Dang.
Just apparently it's more of a target than a gunship, which is not happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Car, where's Diablo Canyon?
Right. Give me a luck roll at -30 to see if you have the voice chip response thing in this car, because I didn't think you did, but you might. You don't. So anyway, no problem. She can play with the computer while you're busy driving and sweating bullets if you want.
Fair enough.
Teamwork.
You fly.
It looks hideous. The roads are just hideously dangerous, and there's also like floating different signal things that, one of them is flashing blue, and you're not sure what the fuck that is. It's like, what's the blue one mean? I don't know. Cool, there's a purple signal over there. Am I supposed to care? This is not covered in my car book. Yeah, computer use, please.
All right. Where's Diablo Canyon? I punch it in while I'm saying it out loud.
Cool.
And I made it.
You seem to be in San Angelo City. Diablo Canyon is north of you quite a few miles. Sheila, give me a luck roll for something else.
That doesn't look too lucky.
I have no idea what your luck is at. Hopefully high.
You got 60, right?
Well, I'm trying to find... Yes, I do! We make
Hooray!
it!
Be sure to check your skills when you succeed in them. Don't be like Logan and forget to hit the start broadcast button. I'm sure somebody will fucking write in about that. In October when this actually airs. So, right, you notice that there's an old address in the thing that somebody has gone to before. It's like a GPS type deal. And it seems to be to a place called St. John's Teaching Hospital. But yeah, it looks as though it's 2-3 hours north of you on the loosely termed highway.
The Diablo Canyon is?
Diablo Canyon is the general region. Looking at the map and stuff, they do have a nuclear facility there, like power plant. So if that's where you're wanting to go, but it looks like it's quite a ways, and you're not sure how much fuel this thing has, if any, or because the gauges make no goddamn sense, and they're not even labeled. It's like you're expected to know this shit. Who makes a car like that?
Well, if you're Korean, you don't label the gauges, so you can sell them to any language people.
Exactly. Yes. Or somebody stole the labels off of this, or maliciously fucking took them. You suspect that somebody may have taken some of the labels off of this just out of spite.
Probably communists.
That would be a good guess, yes.
Glenn, the canyon is far north.
Okay. Is there a compass?
Well, I probably can just hit, go to for the GPS.
Yeah. All of a sudden, a red laser thing comes out, a big red flat laser comes out of the front of your car, and it goes, and you can see it going, and you're like, you seem to be driving on a big flat red laser and shit. And it basically, it's like a GPS. Sheila's thinking that you can now see the GPS map direction without looking at the GPS. You can just look out your windshield and see it, which is helpful, except it's freaking Glenn out because he thinks he's on the red brick road now, which is in the air, and he seems distressed about that.
Hold it steady, Glenn. This is our path towards the canyon.
A road seems to have appeared.
Yeah, follow it, please.
He keeps trying to set down on it, not realizing it's just a weird laser light show. And so you're kind of bobbing a little bit in the air, feeling a little seasick as he's trying to get the tires to come into contact with it. And you don't really have tires. And so, anyway.
More magic screen stuff. Or is it just like a HUD thing, or is it like actually blasting out ahead of us that
You're
others
not really
can see?
sure. You're hoping it's a HUD thing. None of the other cars are reacting to it, so it could be a HUD thing. But if it is actually blasting out, probably going to get a ticket. Now, as you drive by, give me spot hidden rolls. Glenn, you're at a -30 because you are fucking intense because they seem to be like slowing down or stopping or speeding up for no reason you can figure out ahead of you, and so you're constantly having to adjust stuff.
I made the spot hidden.
Excellent. Yes, Glenn's like just locked and riveted. Like, I will drive this through force of will. You notice a couple of things. First, they apparently drive-throughs are mounted high up in the sides of buildings. You pass a McDonald's. Second, you pass a police car and you see they have machine guns mounted on them. And on the side of the police car, it says, "Obey and survive." That's their motto. So, yeah. Anyway, you continue peacefully on your way north. It's amazing how little attention other drivers are paying to stuff. And occasionally you'll see one driver trying to switch lanes, bash into another driver, then gunfire seems to get exchanged between the cars. One of the cars eventually fucking bursts into flame and falls out of the sky, and the other victorious car continues on.
Wow.
Yeah. This looks like quite a place to enjoy some road rage, actually.
Glad I brought my gun.
To experience it. Yeah. You didn't bring your gun. Well, I'm sure that you can go back and try to figure out which.
He did. I didn't.
I was glad I brought my gun.
Oh, okay. Good. Yes, because you're not sure which building number you came from, so it'll be fun. Anyway, you guys continue on, and eventually
42.
That's the apartment number. Yeah.
The room number was 53.
Glenn. There you go.
Well,
I'm glad I got in the plane, huh?
We'll just follow the red brick road back where we came.
I try to look up for fuel. Just search for fuel.
Sure. Give me a research roll as you flip through the book in English and for some reason Korean that you understand.
All right, not looking good.
It seems that those pages are missing.
Yikes.
Eventually, you white knuckle it over to the nuclear, close to the nuclear plant. It's on the ground. Like once you got out of the city, then the traffic kind of there's ground traffic, there's air traffic, there's higher air traffic, and there's very high air traffic, and they're all going in different directions, but they seem to be all going the same direction. Like everybody except you guys knows where you're supposed to be going. Figuring out how to leave the traffic and get down to the ground, that is a fucking horrible time in your life. You guys, if you'd had coals shoved up your butts before doing it, you both would have a diamond now. It was not a pretty thing at all. But that's where his driving roll's ending, is landing in the close to the nuclear place. not in it. You get close to the parking lot. There's tons of cops, police cops, apparently feds, some military, etc. The place looks super busy and swarming with activity. You see that there's reporters and stuff that if they get too close, then the police shoot them in the head. This appears to be a good deterrent, and so the reporters are keeping well back and talking to their cameras and stuff. There are some dead bodies of other reporters who are a bit zealous in their collection of news.
Okay.
They pretty much were, the cops just set up police line, do not cross areas, and it doesn't look like many people make it very far past those before getting shot. In fact, the police aren't even bothering to keep an eye on some of this stuff. They have drones doing that, and the drones are armed and waiting for people. And in fact, a couple of drones even have, it looks like explosives, like Claymore mines. It says front toward enemy, and they're just flying around with those. So, yeah, it doesn't look like the really welcoming area.
Doesn't look like the police want to talk to us.
You don't think they want to talk to anybody. They don't even look like they want to talk to each other. They're in these big, bulky, armored uniforms, and it appears that they're all working on their sullen expressions today.
How are other people dressed?
They are dressed in various uniforms or in various armored uniforms. Most of them are armored. Apparently, law enforcement takes its role very seriously as far as getting shot goes. Yeah.
No ponchos or gas masks.
There are various people in the crowds who are wearing ponchos and gas masks. Some people have cooler rebreathers. But when you left the city, which is super polluted, now you're in an area that's only partially, the air is breathable, but you don't enjoy it. The gas mask, on the other hand, is kind of a pain in the ass to wear because it cuts down on your vision, hurts your hearing because it's got a hood. And although everybody's being very careful to stay out of the rain, which sometimes when it hits the ground does send up little clouds of stuff, like it's trying to dissolve the ground. There's amazing amounts of litter and stuff like that, which is partially eaten by the acid rain. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. What a horrible fucking planet this is, you're thinking. The other one was much nicer.
Well. You want to talk to some reporters?
Sure. I'm going to keep on the gas mask and the poncho. If there's anybody else wearing it, then...
Yes, there are some people wearing it, so it's very easy to be very incognito.
Leave mine in the car for now.
This air is, it's just like licking somebody's ass. It's just a nasty kind of air. Yeah. It's just, you can feel your skin getting greasy. Just
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go over and just try to listen for a bit.
The reporters all come over and begin to want to try to interview you and stuff because they're desperate for news. They're like, do you know anything about the missing uranium?
No comment.
Oh my God, this causes more of them to come over. How long have you worked for the nuclear power plant? They all think that maybe you're involved somehow, and so people taking pictures of you and sticking microphones in your face and all that stuff. Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, they continue hammering you with questions. And some of the questions aren't in English. Other questions are just really strange. It's like, how many glee bars are you missing?
No comment.
And give me a luck roll there, Glenn.
Haha. Oh. That's a fail.
No problem. A couple of the cops come over and ask, "Do you work for the plant?"
No, I'm a private investigator.
They think about shooting you. You can see it in their eyes without making an empathy roll. It's like, and they go, nah, and they go back to shoot somebody else.
You want some help?
They laugh and keep walking. Yeah. So, right, the reporters are losing interest now that they've heard you're a private investigator. Although one of them says, "Do you have any leads?"
No comment.
Shows the microphone next to his nose. No problem. Which organization do you work for?
No comment.
Are you responsible for the latest downturn in the pornographic sales?
No.
Ah! I questioned you about that because you didn't say no comment. Yeah. So anyway, after getting interviewed by some reporter and trying to get rid of him about something you don't even understand, the reporters are now ignoring you and going to they seem to be interviewing each other or standing in front of the power plant, telling the camera that they're standing in front of the power plant, etc. They have nothing here. 5 minutes here, they don't know shit.
Well, Dana, what do you think?
One of the reporter teams is attempting to dress like some of the people. They get shot partway through going in the parking lot, and so all the reporters are. And one of the camera guys might just drag his way back to be interviewed by all the other reporters about getting shot just now. He's like, "Can you please call a hospital? I feel I'm dying." And they're like, "How's it feel to be dying?" He's like, "I'm in so much pain," etc.
More on that at 11.
Yeah. Not a really great place here, you're thinking.
Over to the side a bit, away from the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, we could investigate the head of the plant. Disagree.
Who?
The head of the plant, I think he was. He got taken by the police and to the hospital and shot or something. It wasn't a good day for him. But maybe we could learn more about him.
So say which hospital?
I imagine the closest hospital. Beep boop beep boop. GPS.
No problem. There's Freddy's Stab and Go. Closest hospital. You don't want to go to Freddy's Stab and Go?
Sounds like a place you go. Like your insurance only accepts you if you have to use the emergency exit. So if you have strep throat, you go to Stabby Go to get stabbed. So now you can go to the emergency room.
Take a card. I like that. That's cool. You get medically stabbed or hit with a medical 2x4, and then you can go to the emergency room.
It seems like that's kind of the world that this is.
Yep.
This is the most horrible planet you've ever been on, you're thinking. Yes. It makes the other one look like a cool, gentle, relaxing Hawaiian breeze. This one's kind of like a board with nails in it in the face.
What about that St. John's Hospital?
How far away was that from here?
I was back about 3 hours south.
Yeah.
Roughly.
That was just whoever used this plane last had been interested in that one.
Well, it sounds like a real hospital.
What's wrong with the stabbing one?
That's probably where I would go if I were a director of something.
Did we find any type of, maybe the GPS has whatever is internet now?
Yes, you can hook up to the internet through the car's computer.
All right, let's get into the car here, if we're not already, and look up that that news article again, just to make sure that maybe they had information I didn't remember.
No problem at all. There was a lot of news and stuff there. Let's see. You want me to go through the story again? Because they are still rebroadcasting it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Sure. Authority, and for the viewers at home who missed it before because Logan sucks, authorities still baffled by missing uranium from Diablo Canyon power plant. Investigations are mounting. Weapon-grade nuclear material has gone missing. The head of security at the site, Masis Donsguri, was taken in by police officers for questioning. He was later shot while trying to escape. Authorities are still not releasing how much was stolen and have no other suspects in custody yet. Sources inside the plant are concerned that, quote, quite a lot of weapons-grade nuclear material has gone missing. The press is being kept away from the scene and may be permitted more information at a later date. Local, state, and government investigations are taking place now. And now back to the glue huffing championships.
Damn it, I shut it off.
Okay, Masis Dazuri.
I don't have a lot of parents trying to ask me to get their kids into this game for some reason. I have no idea why.
They're still trying to get their kid off grave dust huffing.
Mm-hmm.
One problem at a time. All right, so you want to try to find him or other worker?
Yeah, we have his name. The cops wanted him. He's at the hospital.
Is the St. John's Teaching Hospital the closest not stabbies hospital to here?
There's a lot of what they call RIP docs in the area, but it is a proper hospital. I mean, yeah, if you don't want a violent sounding title, St. John's Teaching Hospital does sound more reassuring than many. You find a lot of hospitals and it's like stitch and go, and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? Spend less, die more, as a hospital here.
Yeah.
I look up for, I couldn't find about fuel in the manual, but I'm going to use my new friend GPS to find if there's any fuel stations around. I don't know what we're using, but
there's a fuel station close by. Yes.
Let's fuel up, Glenn. It's over there. Follow the red streak.
No problem. Give me a new make flying car roll go, so that you don't plow into the fuel station and hit several tanks of what's probably a volatile, lethal thing, cause a huge explosion, people running around on fire and stuff.
I made it.
Wow, how that shit happens. Great. Apparently it's taken to the fucking flying car like a fish to water. It's like, I don't. to get you to St. John's, I'm not even going to need to roll. Somebody mark off 20 creds. You don't know what they do, but they come over and they end up reaching in and hitting something that pops the hood, so they can put a tube into your engine for a while, and then apparently this is a magic wand and it makes the car go. Harry Potter shit. And
does one of the gauges go up?
Yeah.
One of them goes down and two of the others go across. Who the fuck designed this? Koreans, you're thinking. Of course, yes. But yeah, and apparently they tell you that it's all fueled up now.
Thanks.
Right. Whoever suggested actually both of you guys take a card. You got fueled up. You're not going to drop out of the sky later, thus ruining some of Logan's fun, because nobody has ever bothered to fuel this before.
Numbers to letters.
Oh, there you go.
You got any plus percentage cards?
I do. Do you think we'll need trapping?
No.
Does I have a trapping plus 20?
He has a numbers layer, so you discard all of your plus percentage cards and you take new cards.
Yeah, you draw that many.
Ah. Is it you have to discard all of the numbers?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, Matt's moving faster.
Okay. I am ready.
Groovy. No problem. You guys, after getting fueled up, you head over to St. John's Teaching Hospital. When you get there, it appears that the O from John's has fallen off and it's crushed somebody to death. They're putting both the person and the O onto a stretcher currently. You guys head in, and the lady at the front desk looks you up and down. She looks a bit confused and says, "Are you here for treatment or to see the wizard?"
Visiting? Do you have visiting hours?
She looks around and there's different pictures of different problems. She takes the one that has a guy with a big question mark above his head and pushes that, and a small slip of paper comes out and she hands it to you.
What does it say?
It has a number on it. It says 41.
Oh.
You see a Roomba banging into the wall over there. It's got like one clean strip under it, and the rest of the floor is grimy. It continues repeatedly banging into the wall in exactly the same spot.
Do we have to wait in line to visit somebody that's being treated here?
Visit, she says.
And I just want to talk to them.
She looks at you as though you're on crack.
You do talk to people in the future, right?
She says. Oh, okay. She looks at her. And you?
I'm here to see the wizard.
Oh, she gives you directions on how to get to him. She looks at the other guy and looks confused. 41 is called. They're calling your number.
Oh.
41.
Yes, that's me.
A nurse goes, "This way."
Okay.
They take you into a doctor who's smoking a cigar, and he has 6 different like metal things and 2 different wires, and he goes, "I need you to put these up your butt and these in your mouth."
I think I'm in the wrong room. I'm gonna go.
Okay, he says. No problem. Where do you guys want to go?
I'll start. Come here, Glenn. We'll start following the path to the wizard, keeping our eyes open on what's around.
No problem. You guys get to a big metal door that has a 1920s style slot for sliding it open and scowling at somebody and then slamming it shut again. Glenn feels much better just by seeing that slot.
Yes. This is where the speakeasy is. I give the special knock.
Slot opens. The guy raises an eyebrow and looks at you guys.
Swordfish.
Closes the slot, opens the door. Take a card. Dana gets a card for that. Swordfish is always the fucking password. No problem. You guys go inside. There's a big fat dude in one of those hospital gowns that leaves all the back needlessly open for some reason. He's wearing a wizard's hat and he has a magic wand laying on the bed next to him. And he's talking to Alex Kinley, who's currently drinking whiskey. And he's like, no, I don't believe that is the case.
Really?
Yes. I think that although Irish may have invented whiskey, there is no proof that they invented whiskey. Just because they're the best at drinking it does not mean that they invented it.
I take off my glove and I slap him in the face with it. You, sir, are challenging me.
I take it back! I take it back! The bodyguards are all like, what the fuck?
Redacted.
Governor.
You're a governor? He says accusingly.
Am I?
You were the last time I saw you.
What? Really?
Governor of Massachusetts?
Yeah.
You forgot you were a governor of a state? He looks totally confused, like, I don't even... Who are you people? Who are these two, he demands of you.
These are my good old friends, Bertie and Iguina.
Hello, Bertie. Hello, Iguina.
Which one am I?
Glenn and Dana.
That's it. That's the one.
Good. Are they here for work or what?
Are you?
Well, we were interested about the Diablo Canyon case.
Ooh.
But if you've got something more interesting.
Diablo Canyon case? What, the nuclear material, says the fat man. He takes up his magic wand and points it at you. You won't even get close to that place. The feds are crawling on it like spiders or something. When he says that, everybody give me a spot hidden roll of -30.
Yeah.
Made it.
By -60.
God damn.
Made it.
All the kids are cool. Everybody take a check and spot hidden. When he says that, you guys notice like behind him is some sort of spider or beetle or something. It's kind of a purplish in color, and it like crawls from one crack in the wall, scurries across the wall, and disappears into another crack in the wall. It didn't at your -60, by the way. It was artificial. It's not an actual bug.
You might want to call the exterminator. Got some bugs back there.
He says. Some hospital this is. If you're looking for actual work, I have something that pays, unlike going and finding... Besides, you don't want to be the new Mrs. Desguri.
Huh?
He was the head of security for the site. He's here at this hospital now, actually.
Haha! I was right.
You were right?
He was right.
Oh, Do you need directions to the morgue?
Oh.
Because he's dead?
Oh, very dead.
Still doesn't mean he's not hiding something. Mm-hmm.
Another messy body search, Mr. Kinley?
Yes. Been too long. Too long.
I see. He looks concerned and he says, look, I've got something unusual that I need done, and it pays rather well. It could be as little as an hour's worth of work. I could advance a small amount of money forward, but that would come off of the back end, of course. Basically, somebody has something on their boat. Somebody else wants it. This thing that they have on their boat is alive and a bit violent. If you say you're in, then I'll give more information.
We're in.
All right.
Sorry, Sheila, you're going to have to take 2 cards off.
Oh, yeah. Discard down to 4.
Ah, yes.
Getting paid sounds good. I think I'm a couple thousand years behind on my Kinley Brothers pay.
God damn.
He says,
Oh, shit.
Does anyone want to trade for anything? If you have something that you want to ditch.
What do you got?
I have escape, fancy moves after martial arts, take a full action. I have master pie.
holy
I have
shit.
socialized medicine.
Mm.
Yell to immediately, whole party.
Mm. All those are excellent cards. Well, you only need to discard 2 of them, though, so...
I don't think escape's really needed.
Well, I've got a reroll. I'm going to keep that.
I could probably get rid of a card if you want to. I've got crap.
Okay. Well, what would you like?
I will just give me whatever you don't want to keep. Just something to store.
All right. Would you rather fancy moves or master pie?
I could use fancy moves.
Yeah, I would definitely keep Master Pace somewhere, though, because that is a sexy card.
I'm not sure if voodoo law is going to come up in this, so I might come to that one. You never know.
I was going to say, yeah. all those strange
Seems
cards
unlikely.
got made because at some point they came up, you know.
There you go. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the old Alex Killy actually had voodoo law.
Well, yeah, because your henchman or hireling or whatever you call them worship the voodoo gods.
That was right.
Mm-hmm. So, Porter, yes. I didn't know if you remembered his name, so I didn't want to say. Okay, the full briefing, says the fat guy on the hospital bed. By the way, just so you know, it looks as though somebody said, I want to take over this part of the hospital and some of the rooms attached, and then the one hallway that leads in now. There's other doors that lead out of here. They could go other places, other rooms, you don't know. But this guy's got about a dozen bodyguards. Let's see what Alex knows. This guy's a kind of a small time fixer. He's not a big mover and shaker because he's way too eccentric, but he is renowned for always paying. Of course, if you take his money and then jet, he will fucking put out contracts on you, which is a different kind of adventure. So you get adventure either way. One you get paid for, and one somebody else gets paid for. It's all good. So he says, look, okay, some guy, the client, wants somebody's tiger stolen to prove a point. The tiger must be unharmed. Unfortunately, the tiger's a man-eater, and it is allergic to opiates. So it can't be tranquilized, or that may kill it.
Yikes.
And it's on a guarded boat. He gives you the name of the dock and location and stuff. He says, how does 15,000 cred sound total?
Meh.
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 Oh,
Sure.
What am I going to do with money?
good point. You don't need any money, he says.
Favors. That's what.
What?
Favor.
I'd rather just pay you.
No favor.
Give me a bargain roll to get a favor out of him instead of any money. He does not want to fucking give you a favor.
Yes, he will.
Ooh.
God damn, you're rolling a d20. Try again.
Ah, God damn it.
Nice try.
There we go. Yes, he will.
I'm still here.
Yeah, he insists on paying you. Now, if somebody else, possibly Sheila, she's the only one still here who cares about money, maybe. If you want to bargain, you're stuck with what you get if you roll it, because a lot of people don't bother getting bargains, so they get paid whatever. Or you can just say, we'll take the 15 grand. So it's up to you.
We'll try bargaining. I'll try bargain.
Give me a bargain roll, because Alex doesn't care about that. He just wants his favor, and the guy's not giving it up.
I did not make it.
So tempted my reroll on that.
Worth a try.
He's happy to give you your 15 grand.
Can I use a reroll?
Fail.
Hey,
You have quite good bargain.
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say she's already bargained with him and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking about my bargain.
Oh no, yeah, you can use a reroll if you want. Because if you do a reroll, then they'll each get 7,500, and you'll just get a favor.